water, ultimately designed to quench your thirst with a revitalizing and refreshing taste. Stock available: 750 ml, 500 ml, 350 ml, 500 ml sachets, and 18.9 liters containers. Drink and enjoy your purified and corporately packaged water which passes all tests. Live better, drink better. Call 0776 452710 or 0760 732565 now to make your order. Aqua J for a refreshing sip.
Good evening and welcome to Musanza TV main news. To present, my name is Vanson Jomba. Let's look at the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema dates media next week. Parents advised to choose reputable school transport. Pali committee advocates for the inclusion of sign language in the school curriculum. In international news, former Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki dies. And in sports news, Army-sponsored side Red Arrows to give a free entry to its fans at Nkoloma Stadium on Sunday. With the details, join me after a short break.
Humans, entrusted with dominion over all living creatures, a species of high intelligence. Born with the natural sense to coexist, innovative with continuous exploration. Yet still, ahead lies the mask of the fear of extinction. It has been a give-and-take relationship from time beginning, until mankind decided to play God and be worshipped. We want prophets. We are always on the verge of discovery, with our convenience being the leader of the new age, neglecting our true obligations, neglecting our true vocation. The responsibility of stewardship over earth. We cut more than we plant. Without care, dump what we do not want in our rivers and oceans. Survival is key, but have we considered the still to come generations? Global warming, climate change. Have we managed our responsibility? The answer is no. We have set off a ripple effect by our actions. The earth is dying. Open your eyes. You are dying too. Our actions shape the future of the planet. It is time to take responsibility for our home. Be the change. Be the solution. Heal the earth.
And now the news in detail. A peasant farmer of Mazabuka's Anjeliga chiefdom has advised his fellow farmers not to sell their produce to grain traders following the hardships our farmers faced during the 2021-2022 farming season. Speaking in an interview with Musanza TV, Mr. Kelvin Malambo, who is also a director for Bulimini Mpindu, has noted that some farmers in his area have already started selling out their crops before harvest for quick money, a thing he says can negatively affect the region on food security. He has encouraged farmers whose maize fields have reached the maturing stage to preserve them for future use and start preparing for next season by making sure they have enough for home consumption.
Amubone wamba kuti ibulimi ni Mpindu wonse muntu werewe bawamba kuti mwaka ubola na nkabulimi buchirira buyanda kutalika kale kambo inobo mayinza aya twamba kuti olongolaga iwa bulima degale kamutawo chomwe uti ndi ibuchita kunsa aba ima garden mulajo olwe no ima garden chinisha kupamba ima garden imarepo ikuyanga mpka ikulipambira wamba kuti mutimbo mutipone nimwatakalima kuti wamba kuti mujenesha kulya ikwinda mukati murepo muyakulaka saka kabusu ikwinda mukati murepo muyakula tumwe tuntu tumwe doti mubambe mukwa hiwena naja chitakabobo twauja nabamba kuti onse ntu yakuyenda kaboto choma kwamba kuti ndoba na Zambia jaba jindisha kuliyeya kama kwamba kuti mainza asikabuya kaina amana kuwavula tubala kwamba kuti imulimi imusongo were kubona masimpeni kwamba kuti wakala ansi kubona kwamba kuti hina tunyabo nanka tusoya beans na tupoke tukotoni otu tusigirali na amana kubona toto tuntu wede kulipambira masimpeni kwamba kuti mboni takwani hikuli jejo nenda jitachingani atukala ansi akubona masimpeni kwamba kuti ibulimi mulimi were kulibona kwamba kuti kuli Mpindu ngati mubweresiko kwako.
A concerned resident in Chief Mwanajingwala's area has complained over the lack of safe, cleaner drinking water due to inadequate boreholes in the area. In an interview with Musanza TV, Musha Philet Hamasunka tells Musanza TV that the water problem has hit the area, forcing residents to walk distances to acquire safe water from nearby schools. He has challenged the area councillor Mike Tawanda to lobby for development so that local people can have access to clean water to avoid drinking contaminated water from nearby streams.
Quite okay, namba vision baya bageta tanki la menda lomwe namana ida pump I duda waria iberega bo muzezo ya tanki yongaye yomwe notwali kunomba kuti and this way ira pump iraga ba ha pump utegwa igomene and this way mu mizima tuyanda kubereha mapompi through bamwe bantu kuside gwarogoya mu village 3 gwarogoya bagaji goya balo mu mizimonse akanjira mahi mapompi cutting from na chipoma headman mahibagu yago kutagoma hi mapompi so chitombo yakwamba kuti batubikire tanki ilya imba alimwe kutegwa matanka abobiro mumizi tuite hi tutobereha mapompi. Then number 3 load wiranganya ilya yunka ajigolo load ila jigolo nimbi yabi baya greater tega indi by greater tega indi la load so tolombonya kwamba kuti ababaganjira ino mo bakansela abatulanganya magana load ilya kutegwa yunka ajigolo by greater ja kuti yani ija kuhomba kutegwa ma teachers yasika jino indi jahura ma teachers jina kwamba kuti barapatira maningi ubwagwenda kama guri bamwe batajisimanda kuya bakara magana ku town barenda basiya man moto gutara kuya utara nane amuronga soji yatatujiyantu andauti anakubora moto kagari rain season ngechikwa moto kuti yani igwenda kaboto I think ngima tongosa kango aya.
Chief Chipepo of the Tonga-speaking people in Chirundu district in Southern Province calls on the local authority to quickly intervene and address the water problem in the Lusito settlement area as people share drinking water with animals in Siankapu Dam and Lusito River. Chief Chipepo, speaking through his representative Abishai Sibuyu, revealed to Musanza TV News that the people travel long distances to draw water from Siankapu Dam and Lusito River, hence on their way meeting wild animals. Chief Chipepo calls on the local authority to ensure that the water problem is addressed in the area as the water pipe that is supplying water was installed in the 1950s when people were displaced to Lusito settlement as a result of Kariba Dam construction.
let the council which is involved to supply water in the Lusitu resettlement area, that is the Chirundu District Council, it has to come up with a modality that there must be a pipe line from sub-center going direct to Smaundu. Also, there should be a pipeline from Lusitu sub-center water recreation system going direct to Lusitu, that is Kandabwe and Musurumba areas. There must be also a direct line from Lusitu sub-center water recreation system direct to Chirindi, Siadombozia, Machaviga. By doing so, the problem of water will be mitigated. You can just imagine, when these people were brought here in the Lusitu resettlement area, I will repeat, there were only 4,000 people. And now, the population has increased to 12,000 people. But they are still using the same pipeline, the same tanks, which were accommodating 4,000 people. And as I've already said, it is only Pambazana community which is benefiting out of this pipe to water. Water has since stopped being supplied to Siadombozia, Kayuni, Lusitu, Nkandabwe, Stinkwi, Simaundu, Chalichusia, and other places. Machaviga, you know, these people are really suffering. Now, me, by venture of me, representing His Royal Highness.
And Chirundu Town Council Chairperson Nevas Mujindu revealed to Musanza TV News in a telephone interview that measures have been put in place to address the water situation in Lusitu settlement area in Chirundu district. Mr. Mujindu disclosed that Chirundu Town Council officers are on the ground to address the water situation, adding that the European Union has also come on board to address the water problem in Lusitu settlement area. Chirundu Town Council Chairperson calls on all councillors to advise their residents to take advantage of CDF funds and apply for boreholes in their wards.
Okay. Well, as at now, Chirundu Local Authority, we have well-wishers in the name of the donors on board who have come to assess the situation. They say the situation in those areas. And as I speak to you, I think yesterday and today, the team is in the field. WWF and also members from the European Union trying to see to it that the water situation is attended to. And I can assure you that very soon, I think we will receive a hand in that area. And we hope that those concerns, what our people are facing, will be the thing of the past. And also, just to add on that one, I think on the when you look at the CPF, we have a component on that area. We are encouraging our people in our various wards to come up with suggestions, to come up with proposals, so to see to it that problems in those areas are handled and problems in those areas are sorted out.
Technology and Science Minister Felix Mutati says there is a need for a mindset change in the civil service operations and service delivery in order to produce positive results. Mr. Mutati said people in the civil service should move away from just talking to the delivery of outputs if the country is to achieve the transformation to a digital economy. During the launch of the Zambia Digital Economy Status Report 2022 in Lusaka today, Mr. Mutati said the country's current digital skills, access, infrastructure and innovation levels are very low. He has since committed that his ministry will ensure that there is digital transformation using a strategy that he termed the 5D Digital Transformation Agenda. He further mentioned the lack of digital skills entrepreneurship and redress as other challenge in other digital agenda. Mr. Mutati therefore called for the revision of the school curriculum to accommodate digital entrepreneurship and innovation as foundations to attain a digital economy for the country and job creation. You are still watching Musanza TV main news. Let's go for our first set of commercials. I'll be right back shortly.
Refresh your body, mind and soul this sizzling summer. Introducing the refreshing, clear with nature's test AquaGel purified mineral water, ultimately designed to quench your thirst with a revitalizing and refreshing taste. Stock available: 750 ml, 500 ml, 350 ml, 500 ml sachets and 18.9 liters containers. Drink and enjoy your purified and corporately packaged water which passes all tests. Live better, drink better. Call 0776 452710 or 0760 732565 now to make your order. AquaJ for a refreshing sip.
Zaningera kunuka lero mpase mafu ya kamina nchana iyo ntata iyo nsanya iyo mpase mafu ya kamina iyo leta mafu ya kamina
Thank you for staying with us and welcome back. We continue with the news. As schools come to a close, parents have been advised to choose reputable transport providers for their children's school transport in safeguarding their lives from alleged criminals following recent reports of abductions in the country. Here's a report. This call was made by Mazabuka District Commissioner Oliver Mulomba, who was speaking during this time of school closing. Unscrupulous people take advantage of school children with enticements, hence the need to monitor them in their movement by engaging school leadership and other authorities.
It is to caution them to be alert following what has happened is during the long weekend, whereby one of our daughters is said to have been kidnapped by unknown people. So it is an eye-opener to all of us that such a thing can happen elsewhere, even here in Mazabuka. So I'm sending a strong piece of advice to all my fellow parents that let us ensure that all our children, daughters, sons, they are indoors so that we don't experience what was experienced here in Lusaka. The country, Zambia is a small country. What happened in Lusaka can easily happen here in Mazabuka. So to avoid that, parents, please let us take stock of our children, the people we stay with every evening to make sure that we are all indoors, because you never know this can happen here in Mazabuka district as well.
He is also appealing to parents in the district and the country at large to consider their school-going children safe even as they go for holidays by not allowing them to move anyhow due to bad roads. He has noted the continued rains in the district that has damaged most of the roads, thereby discouraging transporters from moving from one place to another. He has since assured the people of Mazabuka of the government's commitment to build the roads that are impassable.
Most of the roads are in very, very, very bad state in the district here in Mazabuka. And we are of the view that come April, end of April, where we are now, we are going to have to no longer be receiving rainfall. As such, we are going to move straight to sites and work on the roads. But unfortunately, we can't move on because the soils are still so wet. It means there is a shift of the dates whereby we are supposed to be on the sites. So on that note, I still appeal to our people to exercise maximum patience. But as the schools are closing tomorrow, and our pupils, our sons, our children, our daughters will make to travel long distances using these same bad roads, I'm appealing to all the headmasters of these government institutions to ensure that our pupils, our children are secured from the school, and making sure that all the parents, please, let's look to it that we provide transport to our children, not to allow them to move anyhow. Otherwise, because the roads are very bad, we don't want to lose any life just because schools have closed.
Mr. Mulomba says the community must exercise enough patience on the roads that need attention, as the government will soon move in immediately the rains are over to easy movements of goods and services. This is Vanson Chomba reporting from Musanza TV in Mazabuka. President Hakainde Hichilema has denied ongoing claims that State House met former Konkola Copper Mines provisional liquidator Milingo Lungu to discuss issues surrounding his immunity from prosecution. In a statement issued to S24, President Hichilema categorically stated that he did not meet Mr. Lungu and he never gave anyone immunity against prosecution. The head of state said that under his administration, there will be no backdoor way of running public affairs. Meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema will address the media on Monday next week to update the nation on national matters. Siavonga District Hospital has intensified measures to ensure in preparation of a polio vaccination week that is to commence on Monday next week. District Hospital Director Dr. Abija Sumbwe told Musanza TV News that this is aimed at vaccinating children ranging from 0 to 5 years in the district without leaving anyone behind. Dr. Sumbwe has since called on interested stakeholders in the district to help the hospital carry out the polio vaccination campaign to reach out to every child in the district with transport and fuel. Meanwhile, Siavonga District Commissioner Geoffrey Jacopo appealed to Siavonga and the business community in the district to come on board and help the district hospital to carry out a successive polio vaccination campaign.
I don't know which other department have motorbikes to assist us so that we can successfully conduct this activity within the 4 days we've been given. Because after that 4 days, there will be other independent monitors who will go through to ensure that every child is vaccinated. And if they find even 3 children, it means we have to restart the campaign at our own cost, which might not be possible. So we want to utilize this period to make sure we meet every child and ensure that every child is vaccinated. Which also entails that we need to involve as many community volunteers as possible to be able to go out and reach. We've been given some funding from UNICEF and WHO, but it is very minimal, very limited, supporting very few volunteers. So through the DC, if there are any other departments that will be able to assist us with supporting the volunteers, there's something small so that they can carry the activity in the period that is stipulated. So otherwise, that is the other challenge. Also issues to do with fuel and just also information dissemination. We need to reach as many children, actually all the children.
The time to attend this important polio vaccination week. My encouragement is that all heads of department and other stakeholders should participate fully. Looking at the time that we have for this polio vaccination it's just too short, from 25th to 28th. So it requires everyone's involvement. Thank you.
The Parliamentary Committee on National Guidance and Gender Matters has called on the government to incorporate sign language SL in the educational curriculum to ease the communication between the hearing impaired and members of society. The committee chairperson, Harry Kamboni, said the committee has observed that the deaf in the country has continued to face challenges in participating and having access to socio-economic activities owing to communication barriers. Mr. Kamboni, who is a Kalomo Member of Parliament MP, said the introduction of sign language at all levels of education will address the issues such as exclusion and marginalization of the deaf in communities. Mr. Kamboni also stressed the need for public buildings to be accessible to persons with disabilities, mainly to wheelchair users. He stressed that with government implementing free education policy and running inclusive education where able-bodied and disabled are learning in the same environment, school administrators need to ensure that school infrastructure is accessible. Mr. Gamboni said this when he led a delegation of committee members to pay a courteous visit to the office of the Copperbelt Province Permanent Secretary, Augustine Kasongo. Minister of Finance, Dr. Stumbeko Musokotane, has described as positive a statement attributed to China's Finance Minister, Louis Kuhn, who is quoted saying the Asian nation is willing to implement the G20's debt service suspension initiative in methodical fashion on a case-by-case basis. Dr. Musokotane is also delighted that Bank of China Governor Mr. Yi Gang has assured that China is now actively participating in the G20 Common Framework and supports a case-by-case approach to addressing Zambia's debt under the framework. The minister has noted that China has requested that the International Monetary Fund should call on all parties involved, such as commercial creditors, in particular, to restructure their debt in the principle of comparability of treatment. He added that China's pronouncements at the 2022 spring meetings of the IMF World Bank are important building blocks in Zambia's case for debt restructuring. You are still watching Musanza TV main news. Let's go for our last set of commercials. When I come back, is international and sports news. Stay tuned.
Animwa General Dealers, famously God is Able, located in the heart of Mazabuka at Nagambala Market. We supply all kinds of paints, particle boards, cement, mortise lock, band bricks, hose pipes, toilet pans, door frames, window frames, welding rods, iron sheets, and many more building materials. We guarantee quality. For more details, contact us on 0978 088645 or 0965088645. Animwa General Dealers. Yes, indeed, God is able.
Refresh your body, mind and soul this sizzling summer. Introducing the refreshing, clear with nature's taste Aquagel purified mineral water, ultimately designed to quench your thirst with a revitalizing and refreshing taste. Stock available: 750 ml, 500 ml, 350 ml, 500 ml sachets and 18.9 liters containers. Drink and enjoy your purified and corporately packaged water water which passes all tests. Live better. Drink better. Call 0776 452710 or 0760 732565 now to make your order. Aqua J for a refreshing sip.
Welcome back, and now in international and sports news. Former Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki has died aged 90. The announcement was made this Friday by President Uhuru Kenyatta, who praised his predecessor as a greater Kenyan. Mwai Kibaki served 2 terms as President of Kenya between 2002 and 2013.
Former Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki has died aged 90. The announcement was made this Friday by Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, who praised his predecessor as a great Kenyan. Mwai Kibaki served 2 terms as President of Kenya between 2002 and 2013.
As a leading figure in Kenya's post-independence history, His Excellency Mwai Kibaki earned the abiding respect and affection of the people of this nation and other nations throughout the world. President Kibaki will forever be remembered as a gentleman in Kenyan politics, a brilliant debater whose eloquence, wit, and charm won the day time and time again.
Mwai Kibaki's re-election to a second term in 2007 put a dent in his long career, as his victory was disputed by his opponent, Raila Odinga. Thousands of people were killed in months of tribal violence before an agreement was reached with the help of outsiders.
And now in sports news, as Lusaka-based Red Arrows is looking for victory to guarantee the team the league title. The Army-sponsored site will give a free entry to Nkoloma Stadium to fans donning a team replica jerseys for this Sunday's match against Chambishi Football Club. The club made the announcement on their official Facebook page that they aim to fill up the stadium to capacity as they look to win the title for the first time in 18 years. Arrows are topping the league with 7 points, are now 1 win away from being crowned champions. A win against Chambish will see them win the Zambia Super League for the first since they last won it in 2004 in what could be a historical victory for the Chisimbewe coached side comprising majority young players inspired by 2012 AFCON winner James Chamanga. This story brings us to the end of the evening news, but before I go, here are the headlines again. President Hakainde Hichilema dates media next week. Parents advised to choose reputable school transport. Pali Committee advocates for the inclusion of sign language in the school curriculum. In international news, former Kenyan President Mwai Kibaki dies. And in sports, Army-sponsored site Red Arrows to give free entry to its fans at Nkoloma Stadium on Sunday. Well, this is all we had for you tonight. On behalf of my transmission controller, Warren Ndao, and the entire news team, my name is Vanson Jomba. Join us tomorrow at 6:30 hours for another news bulletin. For now, I'm saying good night and keep on watching Musanza TV.